subjects, and employees, and welcome to another data mining edition of Blood from a Stone, A Tale of Love and Dread. In RPG, my name is Philip, and I am your Dreadmaster, and I am ensconced by the cloud-backgrounded performers who make up the players in this game. Say good evening, players.
Good evening,
Players.
Thank you.
Hi.
Guys, that was great. Man, that's about the most professional opening we've ever had on one of these games.
Upsettingly so, honestly.
Oh boy, yeah, it should have fallen apart.
I debated saying something.
Thank you. It was in the mix. It didn't make it through, but it was in the mix. How's everyone doing tonight?
Great.
Good.
Great.
Amazing.
After last week, how could you not be?
So true, dude.
I began mentioning to the players,
And
that
load
I'll
is
actually-
lightened.
I'll sort of say this to everyone. In our last game, in session 143, which is 11 times 13, sweet multiples of 13.
Frisky.
We killed so many people.
You.
I did the math. Well, it was a group. Dan did it.
I'm happy to take my credit.
Yeah, Dan should get some credit for it. We killed 28 players. I kind of wish we had killed 26 now, just like looking back at it.
Characters.
We killed 26 players. Killed 26 player characters, rather. And NPCs, countless died. You know who else died? Polly and every NPC you've ever met in the game. They're all dead. Aside from a few. Polly's dead, yeah. More than likely, unless she was somehow somewhere she could be safe. More than likely, it's every NPC you've met. We have established something that a few people, a few types of individuals have survived. We know that the Dreadlords lived, and we know that the characters, which was a good looking out from chat last week where I'd forgotten that detail since we haven't spent been months since we met the characters. The characters are immune to the mist as well, and of course the Mistwalkers, which now includes another member among their number, sweet 13 once again. But we killed a total of 28. I wish it had been 26, but it was 28. And not only adding insult to injury, it was 14 and 14. We killed 14 player characters, like, by cutting to them and letting them have a few final words. And then there were 14 others who died off-screen, including Dan, you lost Chenks Woodley, Gilbert Parasoon, and Camera. Pierce lost Floor and Arthur the Arc Welder. Lauren, you lost Ava Rojas. Mm-hmm. Andrew lost Pascal. Pascal was still functioning, his robot. Kevin lost SFX. Jed lost Coyote Red. Aaron lost Princess Daffodil. Vonda lost Danvers. Laura lost Whiskerina Vicini Giant Mall. Remember her?
Oh my god. That makes me sad.
Yeah, see, sometimes some of them are sad. And she also lost Jane Foster. No relation. And Ali lost Gardenia Planterfield. That was from, like, literally session 3 or something. That was so long ago. Ali was here for one game, and her character was brutally injured, but not dead at the end of it. But she could have been dead long before this, but she's definitely dead now. So, but how did all of this come about? Well, let me get into a very truncated recap. Last week, the test subjects decided that they would, at sort of the request of Dr. Partridge, they would undergo Project 143 to try to sort of jumpstart them and give them a lot more of their memories back. They expressed and exhibited growing suspicion about what was going on. They were very confused of all of this stuff, but they were like, whatever, we know there's some stuff going on, but we need to know. So they were escorted into the fortress building. They were sort of put into a weird, like, sphere that seemed to block the mist, but not the intense power of the storm. So they were there, able to sort of be exposed to it somehow. The other department heads showed up, including Lady Rhiannon Dythe and the sailor, whom Jakarta had noticed her with before, and the rest of you had noticed her with at another time, and she insisted he get to stick around. Dr. Partridge sort of, led them in. They kind of, like, told her, like, when we next speak, you'll remember who you are. CJ Soot said some rude stuff. They also met the director of research and development, who wore a Maisie mask, and that wasn't at all creepy. Mr. S was there, the doll maker was there, the sort of the dollhouse maker was there. sort of all the department heads. But then a dreadstorm began. They began the process. Thanks to a 13 from Zane, the dreadstorm kicked in with a heist Elysian background, which actually served as a perfect grace note to the vibes of what came next, because then Dan gave me a much needed 13 to really just blow the lid off everything. And the heist Elysian betrayal energy was glimpsed by a few of you. I believe it was by I think Jakarta saw, and Zurich, and I think Omaha and Montreal, they kind of just went with whatever was happening. Jakarta, Zurich, Dallas, and London, to varying degrees, saw some scuffles. Jakarta, I think you had the best view, if that memory serve.
Best is a interesting way to describe
you saw
it,
that
yeah.
sailor started attacking several of the department heads, and you saw, like,
I saw someone get yeeted into a wall so hard
basically
that they left a stain.
Lady Rhiannon, you saw her do something to Partridge, and you saw a splash of like red against the glass, and then the mist was completely opaque around the sphere. So much of this mist either coming up from the volcano. Then, across the world, every still operating, some were undead, I won't even say all living, but all functioning player characters out in the world, with very few exceptions, perished. It was a very sad time as we went through all of them, except for Jeremy, who all of his were already dead. So kind of for you, it was sort of like, join the club, nerds.
Yeah.
However, despite the many sad deaths, a few individuals did live. One, who is not connected to what's going on here at all, was, I guess we should talk about Medina at the end. That was the closing, or the penultimate beat. But S.A. Rawlings and Zeke were canonically inside of a mist-proof train. And though I was really hoping that we were going to roll bad and have that train get knocked off into a ravine, so even though they'd be alive, they'd be trapped. That would have been really cool. But they are alive. Oksana, we did not say Oksana died. We're not sure what happened to her. Oksana seemed to have been taken because I gave a second chance on a roll that I rolled myself and rolled a 10.
11.
I rolled an 11. I thought it was a 10.
I think you rolled an 11.
Either way, we have not put the sort of final coffin nail in Oksana's vampire coffin. And then, well, I guess we'll get to Dan's other living friend in a moment. But we also had old Medina Lake, who was approached by Dracula and told, I can save you. I've come here, your friends have made a deal with me at great expense, so I have a means of getting you out of here because this is about to be bad. And Medina, or should I say Lauren, in the most, oh my god, get over it, said, no, I don't deserve to be saved. I deserve to be here, but tell them I'm okay, don't make them suffer.
I'm such a bad girl.
I've just been so bad, Dracula. You'd better not make me come with you. And Dracula, sure enough, did say this was actually not a choice. The boxer tried to punch him, but Dracula turned it to bats, and swept up Medina, flew up. The boxer, I didn't literally say this, but the boxer was like, things outside of my punching range, my only weakness. And Medina was thus carried into the air. I like to think, and then Dracula, with his own force of vampiric power and master magery, kept the purple mists at bay, holding the unconscious but still living Medina in his hands, shouting out, I am Dracula. There he is. And Dracula was already quite upset because he had just lost one of his best seed vessels, we'll call it, Everett Plantain. One of his favorite receptacles to fill was gone, so that was a shame.
Wow.
So Dracula's kind of feeling sad. All he's got is a stupid Medina who's passed out. He's keeping her at bay with the power. However, that was not our final beat. Oh, I guess we should also give a minor shout out to Sarah Quill, who stood up to her husband even though she died, and he got away from the Nightmare Rider because because the jerks always win. Etienne has escaped on the Nightmare Rider. To what end, we do not know. However, the dying vampires in Darkmoor Castle knocked over candles, which burned a lot of stuff, including a sign-in sheet. And then, somewhere else in the mists, a figure who'd been hovering on the edge of death and undeath for a long time arose without a name. A gentleman named the Manager. There are 13 Mistwalkers once again. And in fact, I should, gotta put that in there. The Manager. To recap, the Mistwalkers are the bounty hunter, the drifter, the journalist, the sailor, the boxer, the gambler, the peddler, the preacher, the manager, the busker, the fugitive, the tourist, and the trapper. What will they make of this world? That remains to be seen. But for now, we're going to go ahead and carry on with our story here on the island as far as we can. Everyone was knocked unconscious by this process. Dallas, however, in the process suffered rather tremendously and even has a condition at present, which means he cannot recover power each hour like the way many folks do. But as for London, Jakarta, Zurich, Montreal, Dallas, and Omaha, not here tonight, but here in spirit. What has happened when this dreadstorm is over? That is what we shall find out tonight. Right after I read the invocation for Blood from a Stone, chapter 144, A Tale of Love and Dread in RPG. She is like a cat in the dark, and then, baby, she is the darkness. She rules her life like a fine skylark, and when the sky is starless, once in a million years, a lady like her rises. Oh no, Rhiannon, you cry, but then she's gone, and your life knows no answer. Your life knows no answer. Bum, 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 bum. London, Jakarta, Zurich, Dallas, and Montreal. What is everyone's current power level at?
7.
9.
5.
12.
12. Jakarta.
Rude.
Right?
Thick boy. All right.
For once, I'm not dying horribly.
Okay.
Well, good night.
Yet.
I'll tell you what. Dan, will you please roll me a d13?
I would. You know me. You know that I would simply enjoy that a lot. That's an 8.
An 8. Great. Okay. What is everyone's number of fear dice in endurance? 4.
3.
4, 3, 3.
2. But can I add 2?
I suppose you can. Dallas, what are you at?
3.
3. All right. Zurich, you have 4.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. If you want to add 2, you can, London. I suppose we can sort of apply that to this situation. Would you like me to do that for you? I'm sorry.
Yes, I took it away from my remaining points already.
Understood. I'll add it to your currents, and oh man, you're dipping low, lady.
Well,
All right, Zurich. I'm gonna say that Zurich and London in that case. Everyone but Dallas can recover 4 power.
Woo!
Some time has passed.
Feel powerful.
Well, now I feel silly for already being at 12.
As you should. Zurich and now London. Come to first. Zurich. I am not going to sort of dictate how this works for you or for any of you, but basically you should be aware that as of now, and this is probably a lot for you to remember, but it's also a lot for Zurich to remember, you now have the complete and total memories of Camera Handheld, Everett Plantain, Felix Ducat, Alvin Theodore, Dr. Anders Anderson, Eligier,
Jeez.
Victor Moncrief, Dante Macchiato, Fireman Iceman, Conrad Bourgeois, Igneous Dank the Chosen, Dr. Robert Schlichter, Bruce Pumper, Vigo, and Thomas Spencer. You know everything they know.
Shit.
That being said, you still do have a +1 to Alvin Theodore and a +1 to Victor Moncrief. This represents like deeper understandings of their businesses and, you know, kind of like you have all the memories of everyone else, but to sort of recall the exact details of things, having that knowledge in certain characters is still necessary, and if you have the opportunity, maybe a thing you will still want to sort of dive into. But Zurich, you have the continuity of knowing everything Zurich experienced, but as you awaken, you have the memories of all those other people. As well as, I suppose I should add, many memories, although these are more veiled and painful, of someone named Fletch, aka Lamp Black.
You guys, I think I know. Do you know? You guys?
Montreal and Jakarta begin to stir, as does Dallas. London, however, is also awakening. London, at this time, you have the memories of Elowen producer Ava Rojas, Tiffany Stiff, Elutella Talent, Marion Carrion, Oksana Smirnov, Sarah Quill, Vela, Madam Ether, Mabel, Emily Green, Morgan Mason, Charlotte, Kin the Kisser of Sharks, Trixie Daisy, Sister Mercy, and Heidi Holly. You know everything they know. You remember everything they did. To the extent that you actually remember, obviously, you may not be able to remember, and that is because there are, what is that for you, 18 new minds in yours? But you now have solid memory of everything they've experienced. Like Zurich, you have more memory of Oksana Smirnov and Sister Mercy in terms of kind of like institutional knowledge, kind of lore they remembered. But everything that happened to those characters is fair game. If you can't recall it, it's just that there's so much in your mind. Play it however you want to.
I have a question. Would I recognize, like, looking at Zane, or looking at Zurich, would I know that he was, like, Anders Anderson?
I don't think you would.
Okay.
Not immediately. Not
We
by
don't necessarily
sight,
look
I'll
like
say
all of
that.
our characters.
Just because you all look like yourselves now, which is not something I dictated, it's just what you all chose. Your other characters, though they might have looked like you here and there, I mean, there's certainly no way that you'd know which were Zane's and which were Dan's.
Okay. Of course not.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll run out and say, Zurich,
You're still like strapped into a chair.
Oh, that's right.
And there is purple mist on all sides still.
That's right. For some reason, I thought we were in our cottages.
You were not.
So I guess I'll wake up, be roused.
You are, because you have a 4 in endurance, that's why you are waking up now.
Okay. I do. I know. I remember. Everyone.
We're all of them. Every single one.
Yeah, the dolls.
Yeah.
They looked like. Who are? Holy shit.
I think are we screamers?
Fuck.
Like, are they us? Like, do you know the screamers?
Yes, I do, right?
You remember them from when you when you were Vela.
Yeah, but wouldn't we have a doll too? Or maybe
I
they're
don't know. Maybe it's like
they're hiding our dolls.
Well, maybe it's like reincarnation. Like maybe this is kind of like the afterlife, but the afterlife is not what we thought it was going to be.
No, because the screamers were like molded or something into these things. Did they grab from the mist? Did these characters come Where did... Ah! Sister Mercy had a fucking mist arm, but I don't know... I don't know how the mist relates to any of us, aside from we were all running from it or consumed by it, or...
Who's the Dreadlord here?
Ooh. Would any of my characters know?
I'll let you do a research roll, which is, research is probably not the perfect term for it. It's kind of to go back through your own mind, is research. As London begins to ponder that question, however, I will say that Jakarta and Montreal, with all the talking, you two also begin to stir.
No matches.
You just don't know.
I don't know.
You guys, do you remember who you are and were?
To that point, I will say before you guys speak, just so you get the same rundowns of the others. Jeremy, you now have, I mean, you'd already gotten you have a smaller sample set, so you were kind of already doing it. But yes, you now have complete and total memories of Atris Quellenham, Preston Bullock, Blup of the Ubi Ubi Swamp, Mr. Dowell, and Flomp.
I have a really important question.
Yes.
Can I tell which characters the other people are?
No. Laura was also asking about that. You don't know. Like, you don't know who Ulrich is.
Cool. I'm just waiting for that reveal.
Speaking of whom,
I'll feel it.
Yeah.
Montreal, you are P.A. Solomon Ortega, Darius Calmblood, Reginald Smuggles, Urek the Stilt Cutter. You have all the Stilt Cutter's memories, even though you didn't have his doll. Your memories are back. Captain Kidd, Dick Rambone, Dr. Faust Simpleton. Again, what this means is that you remember everything that happened to them, and I'm effectively I'm kind of hand-waving the idea that if you ever don't remember some key bit of information, you can ask to make a roll, but also you'll forget things because there's too many minds in your mind, so you will inevitably forget some stuff.
That's what I was struggling with on screen for a second. It's like, wait, what is everyone now?
I struggle with that as a player, so...
Of course you do. But the two of you are awakening. And you do, in fact, remember.
Oh.
Hey, do you guys remember?
I'm gonna say Montreal's like incessantly mumbling to himself, like, remember, so many voices, so many things in my head.
So can I ask a clarifying question?
I'd be shocked if you didn't.
How is this sensation? Is it as though we lived those lives, or are we aware that these are foreign memories in our minds?
That you simply do not know. All you know is that you remember everything that they did. You remember.
But it feels like I'm remembering that I was there.
You
or
remember
I'm
in a first-person situation.
Okay.
You remember the doing of it.
I get it. Like,
whether or not they feel like they are implanted memories, that make a detect vibe roll.
Okay.
On that.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
How freaked out are we about all this?
How fucking zoinked are we right now? Just absolutely terrified. Okay.
Love the dance.
Not a single match. So.
Not a single match.
Is it too meta if I do it too?
I think you can do it as well.
Two threes.
2 3s. With 2 3s, Montreal. They definitely seem... They don't seem... They seem incongruous, I'll tell you that. So something seems wrong, or something seems bizarre. They don't feel necessarily with a 3, which is all about the mists and the rain. It doesn't feel like you've been implanted with anything necessarily.
Got it.
But you're not sure where it comes from.
Well, I'm going to interpret it, at least as of right now, as Montreal is just flooded with different voices in his head from all these lives, all these personalities.
Of course.
So London will say, "Hey, Montreal, focus." Think. Oh,
Focus on what? Like, I don't know how to react. Like, I have so many different
Hysteles.
ways I want to react.
Hysteles. Think of Hysteles.
Igneous. I was igneous.
Oh,
What is Hysteles?
Do I have a character there?
Like this, like
like 20s gangster.
it's kind of
Black and
ridiculous,
white.
honestly.
Okay.
The bad dragon.
Do people remember Merkshire?
The lobster. Oh my gosh! You could eat her and she would just regenerate. She took a bath in butter.
That was at the bad dragon though. But yeah, Merkshire.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. What the fuck are you talking about with a crab?
Well, wait.
That sounds nuts.
Go back
Okay.
to Berkshire.
Wait,
Wait,
Merkshire. I was
Sarah Quill. Sarah Quill was from Merkshire. Did you meet her?
I was
Did I met
doctor
Sarah, right?
then.
You did.
I was
You did.
Conrad.
I did.
Bourgeois.
Yeah.
You're my friend.
Conrad.
Yeah.
My favorite best friend.
Take a shot to the face.
A
Whiskey.
shot of whiskey to the face.
I remember you two. I was Dowell.
You were
Guy.
Sarah Quill?
Footman. I was Sarah Quill.
I saw you jump out a window, I think.
She became a vampire. Oh my
what?
god. Yeah.
That sucks.
she
Wait,
became
you were a
vampire
vampire
and then-
too?
Sorry?
I was also a vampire, but
I
in
was-
a different
What?
life.
I'm sorry. Is everyone here a vampire but me?
I was two. Oksana and Sarah, they were both.
You were two vampires?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's funny.
I will say
Yeah.
that Dallas,
Different
though he
kinds.
has a condition, you guys hear Dallas kind of like moaning slightly. You all are still strapped into your chairs, because no one has said they've unstrapped themselves. But Dallas is kind of like,
Can we?
yeah, you strapped yourself
Okay.
in. It's like you can push the button.
Okay.
It was there because the winds were so intense, you know.
Mhm.
So if anyone would like to get out of their chair, they could.
Like to get out.
I'm
If
getting out of
somebody-
my chair.
If somebody does it, I'll be like, oh, I didn't realize I could.
I want to go check on Dallas.
I'll go to Dallas too.
Yeah.
Omaha
I'm
is
gonna-
also unconscious still.
I'll go to Omaha.
Okay.
I'm gonna crawl around the floor looking for maps.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so
Lord.
in that case, London, please give me a medicine roll as you look into as you look into her. Montreal, give me an investigate roll to look for maps. And
16.
Zurich, can you also no matches. Okay, so you're not Omaha, just she's alive, but you don't know, like you can't rouse her. Montreal, could you give me your investigate, and then Zurich, can you also give me a medicine roll on dear Dallas?
Can I look
Two
around and see
fives.
if there's a way out of here?
2 5s. Montreal, you certainly think there is a map on the floor of this grid. In other words, you can find a map in the grid. You don't know what it leads to. You probably have the presence of mind not to be like, this is the answer to everything, but you can definitely like try to remember this map. Jakarta, you want to look for a way out? There is the doors you came through. They are there.
But I mean, is the mist still swirling? Do you think we can get through there? Do I think we can get through there without getting affected by the mist? Or...
The mist is kept out of those doors. So you are
Even-
right now.
okay.
You're in like a mesh thing. So there's intense wind in this room. Through those doors is glass that keeps the mist out entirely.
Okay.
Zurich, what is your medicine for Mr. Dallas?
I didn't get any matches, but I'm going to use 2 power to roll 1 extra.
Okay.
Oh,
No, fuck, didn't get anything. Sorry.
Well, what numbers did you have? Let's see if
I got an 8, a 2, and a 3. I thought it was 2 3s for a second, but then then the numbers are shaped similar sometimes.
8, 2, 3, or 8. Which one of those would you like to go with, just as your first degree success?
I'm gonna go with 3.
3.
That's-
It is mist related. I will say that you're able to sort of shake him gingerly. You can tell that he's like really drained. He looks very pallid and kind of not paladin. He looks pallid and like he looks very sort of sick, but you're able to at least get Dallas like to like open his eyes a little bit. So Dallas, you're conscious, but you're feeling really rough.
Okay, yeah, not great.
Are you okay?
No.
You were moaning. It sounded like maybe you were in voluptua or something.
Oh, I
What
was
the
a
fuck is
bartender there.
voluptual?
It's a sex.
Oh wait, I actually do remember. I've never been there, but like another person in me has been told about it. That's so weird.
I know.
It's a great place to be, baby.
It's
It's a
fun.
great place to be.
It's super fun. But
Is it?
yeah.
It's always fun with Dick Rambone.
Dallas says, as these people are sort of saying all of this, and you're kind of half conscious here. Yes,
Who do I remember?
you remember S.A. Rawlings. You remember the manager.
Mhm.
You remember Sound, Gilbert Person, Camera, Chenks Woodley, Spellington, Francis Brannigan, Cormorant Steele, Friedrich Ducat, Beatrice, Eric Verlonger, Cupid Beza, Templeton Worcestershire, Mikey Santangelo, Judge Alistair McGregor, Dylan Sneed Green, Professor Maurice Feingold, and Chester D. Rhinestone III. 20 voices now pound in your mind.
Jesus Christ.
I know it's a lot.
You remember everything?
It's too fucking much.
Yeah. 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 Who do you have like a primary? Do you have one that has like the most? I have a few that have like a lot of memories that like Sarah and Oksana.
Why are most of them dead?
They're all dead, aren't they?
They're all dead.
You have live ones?
I think they died.
No, So okay, so Philip, if I remember Rawlings and the manager,
It would be like our plus ones.
am I
That
like
would be the ones
getting?
I
But
remember most.
am I getting new memories as time goes on?
Ooh.
It's a great question. The answer to that is that in your current condition, you simply do not remember their deaths.
I don't
Actually,
remember.
I take that back. You remember both of their deaths because they have both died.
Yeah.
And I'll say for the manager in this moment, you remember a kid in that school doing a bunch of stuff and getting bitten and being fused to Penny and then getting taken apart. You remember all that stuff, but you don't have any further memories of him other a vague sense of like, did he see something else in the mist? And as for Rawlings, you remember him dying, you remember his resurrection, you remember him being, aboard the train, but you don't have much after that.
I mean, it would only make sense that they died, right? I mean, and I'm assuming I wouldn't remember Oksana's death per se. I mean,
I think you remember her like falling unconscious in the mist. Actually, you know what?
She's still alive, right?
technically, yeah, but
You
I could.
actually you don't you have no. The last thing you remember of Oksana is being in the mist, calling out to Dahlia.
I would assume that she's dead then.
I think you probably would. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys,
What?
I just remembered over the fight that was happening with Dr. Partridge.
Oh fuck. Wait, we can't leave Omaha. Can't, help me carry her. We've got to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, I think she's been with us in one way or another. We know her. I think she's really special to a couple of my characters.
Can we look over and see kind of what was happening in that area we were looking at before?
Totally
is
purple
this?
between you and there.
Just a wall of purple.
Just wall of purple up against this, and if you look, I suppose that if you look down through the somebody could make a look trying to look like through like the door, like there's like probably like a little window in the door, and there maybe you can try to see into that room if you want to.
Could I use a look using Sister Mercy's advantage for mist?
I'm gonna make a look.
That would not give you any.
I will do a
I
look.
have a question.
Sure, I feel like everyone does.
Atris knew how to use magic. Do I also now know how to use magic?
You do not.
Okay.
You could like describe how a spell would cast, but you can't. It's not there.
That's so weird. Okay.
Yeah. He was an intelligence-based caster, wasn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got 2 5s and 2 6s.
Which are you gonna
I
go
got
with?
3 threes.
Oh, I'll go
And it's
2
missed.
5s.
3 threes is very good. Okay. So, I'm going to answer a few questions in a few orders here. Okay. With
Okay.
3 London, you can't make out much other than that you can tell there's no mist in that corridor. Zurich, you look through the corridor with 3. You're pretty sure that the doors into that observation room are open, and you're pretty sure you can see a body on the floor. There is at least one dead person in that room, and you see some blood on some walls. Jakarta. I want you to do an analyze roll.
Okay. Mhm. 2 8s.
2 8s? 8 is what
Yes.
you needed, my friend.
Wait, really?
8 is what you needed for extra texture. Jakarta, you are wondering why you can't. Jakarta, you know you could cast magic spells. But if you, like, try to, you're just like, no, that's not, like, nothing seems right. And you remember that one of the department heads you spoke with as Jakarta, Mr. Swahi, was in charge of rules and regulations. And you're almost like, you know what? Because you also, I'm gonna let your 8 apply to this as well, because Atris could cast magic, but I feel like Flomp maybe had a little bit of understanding of magic. He experienced it, certainly. And Bloop of the Ubi Ubi Swamp probably had some here and there. Magic felt different in those different worlds. Different rules. Different systems. Which means you don't have any magical power right now.
Do I think that rules and regulations applies to just this area, or if it's like the rules and regulations here are those that dictate in other planes how things work?
You are not sure. But you think you might be onto something.
Okay.
You guys. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Do you guys remember the department head of rules and regulations here?
Yes.
Which one was that?
I forget what was his name. It was
Mr. S is what you all call
Mr.
him.
S, I think he was.
Yeah.
Dinosaur-looking guy.
Yeah. Well, so I remember being able to cast spells, but magic felt different in different places.
Yeah.
Well, I have memories of different places, and magic was different in each of them. Do we think that
Elwyn could do magic too.
Elwyn? You were Elwyn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Who were you?
Elwyn? You?
that's not important.
Yeah.
Hearing that,
Who were you guys?
Spellington.
Spellington?
I'm going to rush to London, do a power slide on my knees into a straight bow / prostration.
I guess give me a.
I think I know who he was.
This isn't a super high one for you, but I'll you a first. Oh no,
I'll
you
spend
have
whatever
Uruk on it.
power
Add
to
your
make
Uruk
this-
to this. Give me a perform. That's 3 dice you'll have for that.
Okay. Two 6s.
With 2 6s, you beautifully slide in, and it is because you're doing this of a dead person. I'll say it is most fitting. Yes, Dallas and London, you are overtaken with the fact that you see Uruk bowing before you.
That's
Rick. She'll go down and just hug him, even though that's very out of Elwyn. It's very London, very not
Sure.
Elwyn.
Like, she wraps her arms around him, and there's just tears flowing down Montreal's face. It's like, I thought I'd never see you again.
Well,
I died saving idiots.
Yeah, I was Alvin. But I actually just wanted to say that somebody's dead over there.
Wait,
Who? What?
I'm sorry. Do I remember Morgan Mason? Or
Didn't I say the name?
no, I don't think so.
I was saying them all fast. You definitely remember Morgan Mason. Yeah, Morgan Mason. I read it.
At that, she'll turn to Zurich and say, Morgan. I was Morgan.
Oh shit!
I know what you.
Wow.
It wasn't your fault. I know it wasn't your fault. And she'll run to him and hug him.
And he'll kind of give her a hug back, kind of just like, this is okay. And I know, like, it wasn't me at the same time, so it's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, no, that's.
Okay, sorry.
No. It's really like, this is all.
It's a
This is
lot.
cool.
It's a lot.
There's a dead person right there, though. So like, I think Dr. Partridge is dead. I feel like maybe we need to like check this out before we
mean she
catch
got
up.
thrown into the window? That
Yeah.
one?
Did you like?
I saw it.
There was like a fight.
Something happened in there.
Someone betrayed the others.
The hot one.
It was that woman who told me to focus on.
The
The
hot.
elf?
Who did she tell me to focus?
The hot one who seemed like she would kill us.
No,
Yeah.
I remember her, but she told me to focus on someone, and I can't.
You do remember it was the manager.
The manager. Someone. Oh, okay. Someone focus on the manager. Yeah.
I was too busy focusing on her.
Hey, do you remember?
The manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you? What was their deal?
He was like a college kid. Like.
Okay, were they special? Did they have powers?
No, he got like. His
Wait,
body.
did any of us? Yeah, we all knew the manager, right? Like, did we know that he turned into the name the manager? Like Everett?
So,
I wouldn't, because Medina is the one who knew him.
Medina knew, so you have no reference to that. Your other characters never were with him.
Nope.
I have no idea who that is.
You didn't.
I don't think I know.
And Montreal, he left before you did. So for you, Zurich, you know who he's talking about. There was a kid who was the manager. You remember this both as
He got like his body got meshed up with.
Yeah. He was all like hybridized with
Yeah.
With what?
like another person.
Body got like it was like some kind of like a Frankenstein double hybrid kind of thing.
Like with one of you? Wouldn't one of you remember? It wasn't me.
It was like an uptight college student.
Yeah, I remember she was really mean.
What was her name?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Would it be safe to assume that like we're all in each other's vicinity in these characters?
you can assume anything you want.
I mean, yeah, I'd say
While they're
Okay.
discussing that,
Yeah.
I want to say that Montreal is like counting them down, like pointing London, Zurich, Dallas. Then he stares at Jakarta and is like, wait, Elwin, Spellington. I'm just gonna stare daggers.
Jakarta locks eyes with Montreal.
Meanwhile, London is like, okay, so then it was Omaha.
I guess.
I mean, it
Why
seems
don't
like.
I remember any of you guys?
What do
I
you
guess
mean?
my characters or people weren't.
Look at a puzzle. Not every piece touches every other piece.
That's okay, fine. But so far, it seems like we all have.
Very poetic of you, Dallas.
Thanks.
I think we should probably focus on getting out of here first.
Yeah.
Check the dead body.
Okay,
Do
wait.
we have any weapons?
in this room, you guys are simply wearing your sort of whatever. You guys are kind of wearing your patient garb, which is sort of very just kind of like formless, like beige clothing, and
What
you have
were we
those blue robes over the top.
What were we tied in by?
You were in a chair. Basically, you were in like a you know what you were in? Here's what you guys were in. I think I described it this way, but like imagine like the chair you'd be in for like a free drop ride at like an amusement park. You were in a thing where you snapped yourself in, and you had two things you could hold on the sides because it was buffeting you around so much.
Okay, by snapping, do you mean like belts with buckles at the
Yeah,
end? Or
like a
something
belt.
like that?
You you pulled a thing over and snapped it into your
Okay, would there be any way to pull the belt out and like pull it out?
Sure, make a lift roll.
Oh no, I'm weak. I will say to the rest then, okay, let's try to pull these out, and we can use them as like a thing to hit. No match.
These chairs were made to withstand the winds of a dreadstorm, so yeah, you're not able to. Pull them out.
Phil, what? I feel like shit. What do I feel like? What do I feel like my body needs recovery wise? Do I feel like I need ibuprofen? Do I feel like I need to sleep? Do I feel like I need?
Understood. Go ahead, and this is a it's a rough one on account of the stuff. Rawlings wasn't a medical guy at all, was he? He didn't have any. Speaking of which,
He did know a bit about bodies, though. I forget why, but
do you think the manager knew minor first aid for students?
Probably. I mean, he
icing, icy them the pain hot to relax it away.
I wouldn't know.
Then give me a detect vibe with the manager atop.
But -1 for my condition.
But -1 for your condition, so yes, only 5 dice.
Okay, 2 7s.
With 2 7s. And that's actually nature and animal body and stuff. Okay, so you believe with the you don't know the meta idea of like a condition, but you are definitely very messed up, and you haven't recovered willpower. Nevertheless, you suspect simply with more rest you'll feel better, or so in other words, you're sensing yourself. You're like, okay, so I'm like a cool, Darkmoor College athlete who maybe either needs to rest or needs like a shot of something. So you believe there might be some kind of stimulant you could take that would kind of get you back on your feet, or you could simply rest more.
All right, I'm just gonna, as we go around, I'm just keeping a lookout for a first aid kit or some shit.
Understood.
I'm sorry, quick question, and it goes back to something you said earlier. Because when we were introduced to the screamers being the molds, that was Lamp Black or Fletch.
Fletch is the only one of your characters who had.
But I do have Fletch's memory.
You remember all that? Oh yes.
Okay, got it. I didn't know if I.
You have that horrible feeling when he said, "Oh my God, we're screamers."
Yeah.
He was not thrilled about being a screamer. But in any case, you have London. You're unable to fashion any weapon out of this rather empty room you're in. The room is still sort of shaking. A storm either is still going on or it's intense. The rain seems to have stopped on you. Very misty still. So do you guys want to go to those doors and try to open them? And
yeah, I'm.
Okay.
Yeah, but I need help with Omaha. We can't leave her behind.
Well, there's plenty of us here. I'm gonna
need to get the doors open either way. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try it.
Okay. The door has been sort of like pressure sealed. But there does appear to be a handle, and if you sort of grab it, it doesn't require a roll. It's pretty heavy, but you can push that, and you sort of can see inside of the glass door mechanism portions. It's sort of glass and steel. You hear a hiss pop thing, and the doors now can be opened.
I opened the doors.
All right. Down the hallway, there's mist still overhead, light little bits of rain falling on here or there through the mist. You are now open to a room ahead. There is a unpleasant odor coming from that room. Blood. Not really rot yet, but you can smell.
It smells in here, you guys. It smells like death.
Yeah. Montreal, help me with Omaha.
Of course.
Thanks. And I'll just, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how are we carrying this?
If you guys, if you put like one
I'll
of
just-
her arms around both your shoulders and kind of do that, that's easy. Or you could throw her over.
I'm just gonna throw over my shoulder.
Okay.
So as you guys, are you guys just walking out? No problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
there's nowhere else for us to go, right?
Great.
In fact, we should. Where should we go now?
I want to find out more
Wait.
about this place. There's too many questions I have, and I'm not satisfied with them being unanswered.
Do I still not have fear? I forgot about this.
You do. You have fear again.
Oh, okay.
That is. More.
What was the floor they told us not to go to? 7?
7.
I hate to say it, and I have self-preservation again, but
You know?
maybe there was something that they were hiding on 7.
Go ahead, Montreal.
Can I survey this new room we're in? Because
Well, so
Okay.
as of now, all you've done is open the door and smelled down the hallway. You haven't. You guys
okay,
haven't
okay.
gone to that, but you definitely see there's a body laying, sort of there's some legs laying on the
There's-
ground. You see some blood on.
There's
that
nothing else
observation.
in this room, right? Like that.
In the room you're in,
before
there
we-
were just the
yeah.
chairs you guys
Yeah.
were in the mesh thing.
Like, there's
Yeah.
no
I'm
reason
gonna
to
know-
stay here.
I want to know the aftermath of whatever happened
Yeah, if you
outside.
Yeah,
so Montreal,
I think-
are you gonna walk into that room?
I had to walk through the mist to do that.
You
No,
the
it's
mist,
the
you walk
glass.
through a glass.
Okay, yeah,
kind of
I'm
tunnel
going, I'm
with the
going.
mist outside. So
I'm Val Simpleton. I'm going.
Montreal carries sort of Omaha out there. Do the rest of you follow?
Tentatively, yes.
All right, so basically Montreal takes the lead. Montreal, when you get to that room, you discover that there are 3 dead bodies lying there. Only one could sort of be seen from where it was. That is the body of the doll house maker, an older gentleman in a white lab coat. His head has been sort of bludgeoned in pretty bad. Another body is lying kind of closer to the control operating thing and covered in blood. There's blood all over the window. That is Dr. Partridge.
She's dead.
She is dead. Or at least she's lying there in blood. You guys haven't inspected the bodies yet.
Well, if Dr. Partridge is there, I want to look and
And the last body you see is a much more considerably sized body that seemed, and you see actually a lot of dents around this area, and some even spots of a little bit of broken glass where there's some hisses of mist kind of almost entering the room, but it seems to largely be kept out. The body of Mr. S, rather, Swahi, has been he's a massive form. He has been killed, but you see big what his large sort of tail, his bludgeon tail, has smashed a few things here or there in the process. But
This
he
was
is-
the
he is
guy
dead.
London was afraid of.
Yes, the
Okay.
dinosaur person.
The
who London
dinosaur.
still
and also
presumably is
the
afraid
head
to see.
of rules and regulations.
Head of rules and
Okay,
regs.
okay.
Yes.
It's trying to. What is?
Can I go and check Dr. Partridge to make
Sure.
sure she's dead?
If you turn Dr. Partridge over, Dr. Partridge has a it's pretty rough. Actually, you know what, London?
Oh no.
Just because this is the vibe of what's happening now. Give me a keep control roll.
Oh, good. What is my 3? Okay. No matches.
So basically, London, you scream.
I scream.
Her body has been she has a horrible wound on her face, and you see blood seeping out of it. But the rest of her body is desiccated, it's some real soul sucked out, left a dried husk. But there's also blood on top, so that might have happened after you actually. No one has done a forensic analysis on this. Basically, she's both covered in blood with a huge face wound, but then her body also seems to be drained of life.
like I was gonna ask if I could, like, potentially do a roll. 'Cause I feel like maybe either Faust Simpleton or Darius Conblood could maybe try to figure out like which person maybe was able to do this.
Okay, sure. Go ahead and I think that would be an analyze, and
Yeah, full.
I don't know that Darius Calmblood would go on top, but because you are a doctor, I will add that level of doctoring influence on. So go ahead and roll your analyze there.
Do I get an extra dice or just still four?
No, but it'll be reflected in the
Okay.
the DC for a doctor is lower than another person. Yes, Jakarta, while he's doing that.
Was Dr. S wearing anything like clothes as a dinosaur? Like, does he have like a access card or like anything on him that I could find?
Make an investigate roll on his body to see if you can find anything useful.
I got 3 7s.
3 7s.
I would like to add one to investigate.
Understood. Can you do that, or you want me to do that?
Can you please do it?
Yes, you got it. Okay. So let me talk about those 3 7s here in just one moment.
Oh.
Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely don't. The sort of the way you're looking at this and kind of with your doctor stuff, the bodies. You don't think they killed each other, certainly. So, presumably the lady, maybe her. You also do remember she was with that person who they were like didn't want to bring in. So you're pretty confident that
The woman who was interested in Dallas.
the hot one, as you've called her, Lady Rhiannon Dythe. You're pretty sure that she and her peg-legged friend, and in fact, you do see a couple of like pokes in the body of Mr. S of Mr. Swahi that seem to maybe have been like a peg leg knife or something. His injuries would suggest that he was sort of killed through some sort of odd surprise attack. So you I would say, Montreal, you suspect Lady Rhiannon and her sailor friend. Jakarta, what did you roll for your investigate?
2 8s again.
2 8s again. Make a luck roll for me. D13. So I'll say that as this is happening, like Montreal and Jakarta, they went to that body. The body that it seemed like had kind of the least that the dollhouse maker guy. He just seems to have like a bad wound to the head, and Clay seems to just have his head bashed in pretty.
Another 8.
Another 8. With an 8, you do not see a key card, but you definitely can pull like a set of keys off of his thing. Yeah.
Okay. These might come in handy, and I jingle them so everybody knows that I have them.
Nice. Good find.
That being said, I'll say that kind of the timing of this is you've done this. Like London has now let loose that scream that's just echoing, kind of very loudly.
Well, you okay?
Apparently, she's muting herself.
She's speechless.
I guess while we're doing like a first aid kit or something.
Ooh, in this room, make a luck roll for me in this room. There totally could be a first aid kit here.
You said luck?
Luck.
Or look?
Sorry, luck. Yes, Luck. Luck it up.
4.
You do not see one in this room with a 4.
Okay.
But I guess I wanted to draw attention to get Dallas's attention. And like share the information of my analysis that like, hey, it seems like, and I'm gonna like write the facts out, like dip my fingers in Dr. Parch's blood so I can write it out.
Okay.
Like, hey Dallas, it seems like the the hot one with an unhealthy fascination with you. It seems like she just ran a number on all these guys.
I mean, I guess we don't know how unhealthy her fascination is, but
You have no idea with all your memories, why you're so important.
can I think about like why anyone here like erased my memories from the manager? Might like
You can.
what feels different about the manager?
Okay. All right, I'll tell you what. There's going to be some dice going on here,
Yeah.
Mr. Rawl. So I'm going to let you do an analyze. I'm going to let you add your Rawlings bonus, and then I'm going to take one off for your condition.
Ooh.
So you have 5 dice total, and no means of manipulation after the fact.
4 dice.
Sorry. He's only got a 3 in analyze. Just kidding. Yes, 4 dice.
2 3s.
2 3s. Of all the things to roll, mist is helpful. Rawlings is very familiar with the concept of the Mistwalker. You remember when the manager and Penny, the way they were restored, they were given special blood by the peddler and the boxer. They were told they might need to bring up their numbers again. So even though he died, you remember him being bit by Dracula. There is a part of you that wonders if the fact he got a little of that blood matters. Although, why didn't she care about Penny then?
I mean, okay, with that, like, I don't want to like metagame here, but like Rawlings knows that like they all have these like names, they're like titles.
Yeah, he does. He's met them. He's been
So I
freaked
mean,
out by
like,
them
can I like then like infer that like the manager sounds like these other Mistwalkers and Penny doesn't have a name like that? So
I think that is an inference you can certainly operate under. If you wanted to say that, you could, yeah.
I think that then I guess the manager might be a Mistwalker. Like he might be one of them.
Mm.
Like if you said there was a guy with like the sailor that was here, right?
And I, hearing that, I nostalgically want to be like, I do want to see the sailor again.
He's another one.
Yes.
Another one of them.
Am I out of control still?
No, but you've screamed very loud. Echoing.
Wait, the sailor. No, he was a friend of. Well, not a friend, but.
I would call him a friend.
I'm not putting any judgments on like any moral judgments on any of these people because I don't fucking know. I'm just saying like the manager is one of them.
But what I'm saying is they have worked with some of our people. The sailor worked with Vela, and
yeah, I remember a lot of them work with Rawlings.
Do you have any? Does the manager have any? Do you have any memories of kind of anything that could help us right now?
Yeah.
As a Mistwalker?
What? I don't remember him being a Mistwalker. I just remember this is just like I'm just like if they all have these names like the sailor, the soldier of fortune, the manager, and he was like he got the guy, like he got help by the peddler, and then I don't know, doesn't it seem weird that like someone at a school, like a college student, would just be like his name would be the manager? Like there must have been another name.
I mean, it's stuff that they did, right?
Wait, hold on. Philip, is the name erased from our memories?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're the only one who knew him, but yes, you don't recall the name Bradley. You just remember that guy. He was the team manager. You remember that? He was the manager for like the sports.
Yeah, he was like managed the sport. I don't remember his name.
Oh yeah, the thing is like I like the way that I know your name is Zurich. I know his name is the manager, but that's not a fucking name.
But it's a title. It's what they.
That's my point. Is like so that's why I'm saying I think he was a Mistwalker. I just don't remember it, or is it became one after my memories of him stopped? Maybe just like he became a Mistwalker and that like stopped. Like I remember he got fucking bitten and killed, but like
maybe we could summon him somehow.
we find it.
Yeah. Like,
Remember his number?
Okay, so what's on the 7th? We might be able to summon someone on the 7th
Fine.
floor.
All right, let's just fucking go there then.
As you guys begin to turn
Dallas, calm
to
down.
sort of the walkway out
Shit, I'm sorry.
of this area, That is when you notice that there's a figure standing there,
Shit.
about 10 feet in.
Who's there?
It's a very large individual, kind of filling the space.
Who are you?
It begins to walk forward. What you see is it's kind of wearing this very kind of like ratty, almost like hospital gown kind of look. And it's dragging a blood-soaked club behind it, just up to you all. The features of this thing are definitely not human, but they don't necessarily seem animalistic either. They're very monstrous. They're very kind of like almost troll-like.
I'm gonna hand Omaha to London.
Oh fuck. So London will drag Omaha behind everyone because she's not weak, but she's not strong. And Omaha is very petite, but she's muscular, so she's gonna.
Hey, we don't. Did you do this? We don't have any problem with you.
It kind of like walks a little further into the room. It's just glaring at all of you.
Hey, I'm Dallas. Who are you?
Do we know any languages? Any like the languages that our people knew?
You would know the languages they knew, sure.
I'm gonna put the keys between my fingers. Like
Can I try every? I don't know how many languages. I wouldn't know that many.
Yeah, you know a few.
I'll try. What do you want in every language I know? I'll just say, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
The languages you know. Make a luck roll. Let's do it that way.
That's a D13, right?
It is a D13.
I hate that.
You sweetheart.
She's about to get us killed.
Roll a 13. Roll a 13, then roll another one. That's what we need.
A 10.
A 10 is pretty good. I will say that you
Going
begin
back in jail in this
sort of
beautiful
like
jail.
you sort of start sort of asking it, sort of like, what do you want? And eventually you say that in the Fantese language.
Who knew that?
Probably Sister Mercy. That would have been a sort of religious thing. Actually, Elowen would have known that as well. It's sort of like there's a glint, and then in very broken Fantese, this sort of thing sort of says back, one murder.
Coming in?
Well, it wants a murder. Why one murder? She says in Fantese.
Revenge.
For what?
Pauses and kind of like looks at the dead bodies on the ground.
Tell him there's our friends.
Don't tell him that.
I don't think.
Did you
he did
ask
this.
him if he did this? Ask him if he did this.
Hold on, he's gonna respond to what I just asked.
What did you
Did we
ask?
do-
You said Elowen knows this language, right?
Yeah, I
Does
think
anybody else know
Ulrich
this language?
probably else. Yeah, you.
Okay, so I can
Ulrich
also
knows.
understand.
Rawlings knows. I'll say Zurich. I feel like one of your people might. I don't know. Let me look.
Would Atris know Fantese?
Atris would know.
Oh, so his answer was looking around at the bodies.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, I thought you were taking a character beat. Sorry.
Atris. Atris. You know what? Atris know this. Zurich. I think you understand a little bit. Maybe Dr. Anders Anderson did like a semester of it. You know.
Okay, so then she'll say, "We did not do this. We didn't want this to happen."
You've got no problem with us.
You. He kind of begins to walk towards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He walks towards Zurich. He kind of reaches this like huge kind of monster claw and like grabs his like coat, the kind of the robe that you're in, this sort of light blue robe.
Yeah, we're just guests here. We didn't do this, man.
They were keeping us here. I say that in Fantes.
We were trapped.
We were test subjects.
How do we get out?
Kill. Just kill. He goes over towards Mr. S and raises the thing and just begins.
While he's doing that, can I, we go?
Let's leave him to that. Yeah.
Is there an elevator?
I mean, if you recall, you're really far from the elevators. You guys.
Yeah, we
walked
need to
really
start
far
making.
away.
Can we get over to the fucking room where all the other people were killed in, or is
That's
this
where
the room?
we're
going.
Or is
That's
this
where
the room?
That's where you are.
Okay,
You're on the observation deck now.
Okay.
From here, there's another passageway down to the larger staging area that's kind of like on like the like unworked stone, and then you have to walk down a really long hallway to get back to the building on floor 12.
We need to get a map or something.
Just go.
Let's just.
Wait, were there any maps on the walls near the elevators? Kind of like
No.
there are in a hotel? Okay.
Not at this place.
Wow.
Not on this floor, at least.
Doesn't have the fucking like.
For now,
shopping mall
You are
sign,
here.
but,
Get
like
out
you are here, yeah.
For now, let's get away from the troll.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm with Montreal on this one.
look at each other and kind of start to move.
I'm gonna grab Omaha and start moving.
Thank you.
All right. So, you guys make your way down this hallway. When you get into that next room, this is the room where they brought out the robes and put you into them. This is where you saw all of the other sort of department heads show up and come. You notice that there are... Actually, Lauren, because you hate it so much, roll another D13 for me.
You did a really good joke with my eyebrows.
I love how I looked right at Zane's face when he said, I was like,
I like how Ghost is spot on.
I was like, Zane gonna do something?
Oh no, a 2.
Okay, there are 2 bodies on the floor in here
Oh,
of
okay.
like people who like look like employees of the place.
Oh shit.
I would let's investigate him.
You want to?
Oh, they seem important.
Are
Go
there-
ahead, make an investigate roll. Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah, we'd look for like keys and stuff, right? At this point.
Sure.
Two
Legend
Legend will
sixes.
say, look for keys. A phone. Walkie-talkie.
Montreal.
I got 2 6s. Death, pain, endings, and ghosts.
Oh, death is certainly certainly on brand for this. They appear to have been killed by similar wounds to the ones you saw from the people up there. Sort of just like direct heads broken, physical violence.
Killed by this troll thing.
No, you suspect they were killed by the sailor. The troll.
Oh, the sailor.
If the troll had killed them, you think there'd be less of them.
I see.
They'd have been
Good old
separate,
sailor.
bisected. Speaking of whom, you guys, he's very quiet, but the troll has now emerged. The troll is coming back out of the hallway that you guys just.
Let's
left.
go. Let's go.
Yeah.
To the elevators?
Yes.
Am I still afraid of elevators?
Whoever's afraid, I'm just gonna throw him.
Get on.
Sure.
This is going to be worse.
So if you guys want to start running, are you guys gonna run or are you just gonna walk?
I want to walk.
Well,
A brisk walk.
Yeah,
Just walk.
brisk walk.
can we get a sense of what incenses the troll?
Give me a detect vibe, London.
Okay. 4.
That's a good question. I want you to fail this so bad. This would be a great time to fail. I'd like it.
2 6s.
2 6s, death, ending in pain, huh?
Oh, well,
Yes, you do suspect, I'll say that based on the killing. He didn't kill you guys because it seemed to indicate that you were kind of... Honestly, the fact that he saw those robes on you, he maybe thinks you are screamers.
in a good way or a bad way?
In a way where you're not who's been torturing him,
Oh, okay.
kind of vibe. So he didn't attack you guys, but he also was weirded out by you, and he was having more fun doing that. You do think that if you sprint away from him, he's
Kill.
going to come for you.
Okay, so London will say, "No, walk."
Just like cool and
Be
calm.
calm. Be calm. Be chill. Be chill.
Okay.
Okay, I can be chill.
Okay, so
I'll just-
everyone,
Wave at him a little bit.
he sort of he sees you waving, and he does continue following you, but not like with like direct whatever. Dallas, of course, is like wheezing. You guys are moving slow because you're also trying to carry Omaha, so sort of 6 bodies moving
Can
their
I-
way through here. Yeah,
Can I go to Dallas and like help him?
sure.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you were like.
Yeah.
He'll go and be like, "I'm so sorry. I thought you were just like
No, I feel pretty shitty.
missing
But,
mood."
all right. I'll be fine.
No. Well,
I just need to sleep it off.
yeah. But, okay. Well.
You guys make your way down the hallway where you see more bodies in the hallway,
Ignore them.
for sure.
I'm starting to sense a trend here.
Yeah.
Once you
Or-
get back to sort of the recognizable part of the once you start to get back to like the recognizable area of the building, and you reach where the elevators are, you notice that a few of the office doors are closed, like down the halls. This is floor 12. There is one door, however, that has been broken like off of the hinges, and there's kind of like a gaping hole in the wall that's like down a hallway a little bit. But the elevator is right here.
Okay. So she's still holding Dallas. Should someone take a look in there, or
I'll do it.
okay, just be quick.
Sure,
Don't
we'll go
hurt
look.
yourself.
Okay. Zurich, are you gonna sneak to that door?
Yeah.
Give me a sneak roll then.
Sneaky.
Sneaky sneaks.
Where? Oh,
It's under your coordination, sadly.
I'm gonna add one.
I think
to
you
that.
should. I think it's a great time to add a little to the sneaking.
Actually, I'm gonna add 2, baby.
Ah, come on! When in doubt, be stealthy.
Stealth is never a bad idea.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. It's like I never regretted going so stealthy.
Pair of 1s, baby. Oh fuck.
Pair of 1s. Are you gonna accept them?
Yeah, I'm a sectum. I'm a sectum.
All right. Please roll a d13 as we increase the dread clock.
11, my daddy.
Oh, 11. There we go.
Wow.
Well, congratulations. It was not a, because a horror surge right now would have been so brittle.
No.
Okay.
While this is happening, though, can London say to Dallas, "So you were S.A. Rawlings.
Yeah.
You were one of Sarah Quill's very best friends." So
She was sweet, huh?
I think she was.
London. At the same time, you have an overwhelming desire
Oh my god.
to, I'll put it politely, to fuck the hell out of Dallas.
Okay, so London's gonna be like, oh, oh, can you? She's gonna prop him against the wall and just be like,
You okay?
oh, Sister Mercy's just, she's,
Oh, you were right. Her, yeah.
yeah. Did you know? Wait, does London know that it was like a curse, not like?
Ooh, that's a
real...
good question. Make go ahead and do a detect vibe roll on yourself on that.
Oh.
I'll even let
Need
you
like an
add your
introspection roll.
I'll let you add your Sister Mercy knowledge, so that's 5 dice. All 7s would be the best thing because it's nature and
Actually, two
consumption.
7s.
2
I thought it
7s?
was 2 1s, but
You want to do
but
2
it is
7s?
2 7s. Yes.
Okay, cool. So roll a d13 because you just advanced the dread clock.
I mean, 7.
Okay, but good news. That is absolutely because it's nature and consumption and animalistic whatever. So you definitely just remember that Sister Mercy was like magically compelled to be in love with Rawlins.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
To be in and let me just be very clear, to be in sexual love with Rawlins.
And she's still being like influenced by this.
You're a bit a quiver.
Okay. So she'll just say, okay, I will continue to help you, but I just want to let you, and I don't know if you, like, tell S.A. Rawlings in your brain that Sister Mercy liked S.A. Rawlings. She was very fond of him, but she was compelled to be sexually attracted to him by, like, a curse or a spell. Very good looking
Did
guy.
Rawlings know that?
No, he was out of town by it was you were Mikey Santangelo in Iceland by the time that happened.
Okay, wait, what?
I'm just letting you know it's not me. It's not me, London. It's the curse that was on Sister Mercy.
You know that it's because you listened to a haunted album, or you listened to a record.
It's specifically because Sister Mercy listened to an album which doesn't match up with the timeline that she was in.
No,
I
I know, because Mikey was there.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I I remember that.
Good. That's why Sister Mercy was real. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. S.A. Rawlings, very handsome man. Hate that I'm reacting like this because
He was real torqued up for him, huh?
It was a curse spell.
Yeah, I mean Mikey.
Love spell.
Mikey was super into Violet the Vamp, but like.
Yeah. But the Sister Mercy was really it was her one life goal to fuck Rawlings at the end because of the thing that happened to her. So I'm sorry if he felt anything for her. That
They were like.
not.
I love the idea that London's like, okay, so just so you know, one of my people super did. So I don't know if he was also like into her at all. Like hers was like not her fault. It was a thing, but like, was he maybe into, like, would he have been into that? I don't know.
She wants the tea. She wants.
Jakarta's just in the back and going.
Montreal.
I want to say Montreal by a combination of his Auric, Still Cutter, and Darius Conblood personalities is just incensed. He's just seeing all this and biting the edge of his robe like,
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I will continue to help you. I just had to get that off of my chest because these characters, people, whatever.
Yeah, just like there's just a lot floating around right now, and it's just like,
yeah,
I'm just having like random things recall stuff that I don't know where it came from until it's there, and
same.
Well, yeah, I think we're all having that. Yeah, it's weird. No worries, no harm, no foul. It's okay.
Yeah, let's just stay very good friends, and she'll reach out for his hand to shake it.
Sure, yeah.
As soon as he touches you, you come. Okay. Meanwhile, Zurich. That's not canonical. I mean, if anybody wants it to be canonical, it can be, but it's just the thing. Zurich. Oh, Merry Christmas. Zurich. You creep over to there. What was your role in your creeping?
2. Oh, it was 2-1. So, and I kept.
Oh my God! It was the thing for the. You've rolled it, and then meanwhile we've been doing nonsense of memory talk. Jesus. Okay, cool. That will be a success, however, for your sort of creeping. You get to this thing. You peer in. What you see within is a rather frightening situation. In this room, you suspect this was a slightly more heavy-duty door. Within the room are 2 large glass, like, pens, basically, like holding pens that are like wall-to-ceiling glass. One of them has been shattered and is empty. In the other one, there are 7 or 8 screamers, like all like together in those like robes, just like the one you're wearing. And they're kind of just like they don't see you because you've snuck successfully, but they're in there. One of the things has been broken out, but the other one is intact. And You suspect it is a soundproof glass because you cannot hear their shuffling feet, their weird long bodies moving, or their periodic. You don't hear that gravelly scream that you remember.
And how many did you say were in there?
7 or 8.
Zurich goes back to the group and just says, there's a bunch of screamers in that room, like encased in glass, and one of them has gotten out.
I'm not
Sorry,
a screamer.
screamers?
Oh,
Yeah, like,
And just to be clear, you suspect 7 or 8 got out.
oh,
Like it's like there's like 2 kind of like group pens,
Oh.
one of which is open. Yeah.
Do any of my people know what screamers are?
No.
None of mine do either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of them. Yeah. You guys
What?
have no idea.
I'm sorry. What the fuck does that mean? What is a
It's
screamer?
a screamer is like basically
what
they take the dolls and then they turn them into a screamer to make the people that we were in our minds. So that's basically how they make the physical form of the things that we have in our head. And they're fucked up looking. Like, I mean, I don't think you should go look in there, but there's like 7 or 8 of them that have escaped.
the
And I think they're dangerous.
Zurich,
Hmm?
the robes. These.
Yeah?
I need. Let's go.
Wait, did we start as
I don't. I
we started as
or we were.
yeah, and they were wearing the same robes, right?
Yes.
They're wearing this.
But we put these on, so we don't know if we started as scream. And our characters don't know if they. Fuck.
We're probably
what are-
fucking screamers, bro.
Okay, let's go to level 7. They didn't want us to go there. I bet our dolls are there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We'll find out if we were dolls and are screamers.
All right, to the stairs.
All right. So you guys are going to go to the stairs, or I will say that as you sort of come in here, you do notice that that big troll thing is like he's at you can hear him like pounding on one of the closed doors, kind of down a hallway.
I'm fine taking the elevator at this point.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I don't.
What is closer?
The stairs or the elevator? I'm gonna say I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna say
Okay.
even stairs, odds elevator, 13 something else. Odds is elevator.
Okay. Elevator?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll do it. Fucking do it.
Okay.
Yes.
These fuckers can't walk.
Hey, you guys do have
Montreal has
unconscious
Omaha,
Omaha
right?
with you.
Yeah, I have Omaha.
Okay. Who is afraid of elevators?
Me.
I
Okay.
don't like heights.
I'm gonna.
Oh, that's a good point. Thanks, Rick.
Okay. We'll get in the elevator and I'll say, okay, Zurich.
So you go to the
go.
elevator.
Oh
Yeah.
You're
god.
gonna hit the button.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Zurich, please give me a luck roll.
Oh no.
I knew it couldn't be that easy.
I know.
3, baby.
Oh,
3.
no.
Yeah.
All right. You hit the elevator button. It kind of like beeps a second. Oh, 3's because you're the heights guy. Okay, so basically you hit it and it doesn't open, and you hit it again, and the doors suddenly jerk open, and there is a dizzying, empty elevator shaft right below you. There's like emergency lights doing Zurich.
Is it dark?
It is also dark. So Zurich and Jakarta keep controls.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll.
Yeah, roll your keep controls.
Where's that?
2 7s.
Oh.
It's at the bottom of Will. Sorry, it's not in alphabetical order. 2 7s?
Yeah.
All right, Jakarta. I see what you're putting down.
I'm gonna add 2 to that.
I love it. Okay, you are Jakarta. You're able to just like look away from it without like sort of screaming out.
Nothing.
Zurich,
Oh.
you sort of scream and swoon, and in that sort of like fearful way, you begin to fall into it.
Can I try to stop him?
London, basically because Dallas is out of it, and well, you're holding up Dallas, but if you
No,
want
I
to...
wasn't.
Oh, you weren't holding
I
Dallas anymore.
No.
I thought you
She
were helping
propped him up.
Dallas.
No.
She propped him up against the wall.
You propped him against the wall.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She was getting too horny for me.
That's right. Montreal. So you're not holding him. Montreal has this. Go ahead and try to grab
I've got a free arm.
your guy.
So-
It may come to that. I feel like, I mean, you can pitch me on something for this,
Okay.
but London, none of you have 2 dice in all these things, so.
Can I add 2 in something?
Sure.
I still have 2 left.
If you want to add 2 to something, I'd say it could be, you could, on whatever you want it to be, I could almost see this being dodge. It could also be lift or move, like just the speed of grabbing him. Move? Sure, put 2 into move. I'll put 2 into your move.
Oh no.
Wait. Ugh. Okay.
Swear to God, Zuri died here.
You
That'd be
grab
wild.
him before he falls.
Thank God. Wait, what was 3?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think we should take the stairs.
Yeah, let's
That's
take
what
the
I'm
stairs.
saying.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys make your way to the stairs with
No.
Dallas uncomfortably moving. The building is...
After that, can I then, like, after I make sure he's okay, and am I done being horny for Dallas?
You're always going to be... The part of you that's Sister Mercy is always going to be gushing
Can I just
for the
turn
part
on
of him that is
Eric Will
Rollins.
part that everyone is just my very best friend and I just want to help them?
Yeah, but she liked fucking at the end for a while.
At the end, with her betrayer angel, I don't wanna
Her
talk
hero
about it.
husband.
she will go back
Hero.
to Dallas and help him
Understood.
move
All
forward.
right.
Oh my God.
You guys make your way down the hall to the stairs. I'm gonna roll one for this. I rolled a 12. You get to the staircase without any incident. You even
Let's go.
open it and no one is on this floor and you don't hear anything. You guys are going down to floor 7?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Warren wants to go to 13, but we have been warned about 7, so I'm assuming.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay, so you guys begin going down. You do not see a soul on this staircase. However, when you were
We should have
at...
got weapons.
When you're on floor 9... Suddenly red lights begin flashing. On various alarm things through here. Clearly there's some kind of alert or situation.
Go. Faster.
We can only go so fast. We've got a lot of dead weight.
Yeah.
I
No
know.
offense, Dallas.
No, it's okay.
I was thinking about Jakarta. Whatever.
Okay, so as we continue down, I'll say, okay, so do you want to stop on 8 and take the
Do you say
elevator
that?
down or continue?
Yeah.
You
Not the
do?
elevator.
Yeah.
I just turned to Montreal and I'm like, we'll talk later. I just keep walking down.
What is y'all's damage? Oh my God, keep going.
You should know what our damage is.
She doesn't know who I am.
Oh.
You reach floor
You're
7.
the only one who's figured it out.
At
I
this
did the
time-
math.
So you guys make it to floor 7. Once again, you see that this door is I think there was a term sorry, I'm just trying to find the exact yeah. Okay, you get to floor 7. Now, there are numerous signs on this door that say, warning, do not enter, active mist. There is also a purple, alarm, siren thing over this, kind of like a light that goes, sort of like what you'd see at, a studio of, some kind of alert light. But
Oh,
you
it's-
have reached the door.
It's mist.
Hold on. Could I, with my Sister Mercy knowledge, touch the door and, see if it would be safe? to enter, or if there it
You
is
can-
in fact.
You can touch the door, certainly. Go ahead and do a touch feel roll under vitality.
How many is that?
2 dice.
Oh no. No match.
Your arm is not made of mist.
Maybe it's not. I mean, the mist is the mist. If it's
Yeah.
active, maybe they were really telling us it was important not to go in there for
Ugh.
any reason.
Is
Is
can
there-
I?
So only mistwalkers can go on this floor? Maybe there's a way for normal people to pass through this mist, like a suit or
Dallas.
something.
Well, I
Dallas.
mean, I'm not like. Just because like I remember doesn't mean that I have like. Doesn't mean I'm him.
Okay, so where do we go? Floor 1 or the top floor? Like,
What is we went to the top floor, didn't we?
We went to
Yeah.
the doll maker's floor.
As Fletch, Vela, and Stilt Cutter, you went to the 13th floor, albeit you weren't conscious when you got there. You woke up in a room. It's the last thing any of you saw before either having an eternal paradise or becoming something else.
But we did go to the room that had all the doll maker's dolls in it.
That was up on the 12th floor, where you just were.
Oh,
Well, maybe it's best that we just like get out of this building.
There's too much we don't know yet.
yeah, but do we have to know it?
I mean,
The
I
more we
remember
know
they
about
said
what's going on this island, the more likely we are to get off of it alive.
Okay, but then the thing is, we're on a fucking island,
they did say there is a boat that comes out of here
and
periodically.
there's a sailor.
The alarm stops. The red light alarm stops.
We go in there then?
Maybe we should like let's survey the group. Like, what does everyone want to do right now? Some of you want answers. Some of you want to leave.
What answers?
Look,
I want to know why they didn't kill us.
Maybe
I
they-
feel like a lot of the people that we, I don't know, were or have the memories of, a lot of questions they had could be answered in this building. I don't know I don't know the next time we're gonna get a chance to be here.
Fair point.
I want to know if we have a doll here.
I want to learn how to change my body.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, I have so many conflicting memories from different beings in my head. It's like, oh, I'd like to be something slightly closer to some
Oh.
of the other things in my head.
Well, but I mean, like, if they're all different, like, if you were to like take the aggregate of every single thing, you would, like, I don't know what would you look like if you just like, you'd like some weird like randomly generated image of a person, you know? Like,
I don't know. There was something I was interested in earlier where I don't know if you guys knew this. I tried to drink some blood. Not a good idea. I was not a vampire.
Oh, but I guess. Ugh.
Yeah, conflicting memories. I was like, if I'm gonna live with all this shit in my head.
Montreal,
Or-
Zurich, and London can all have a memory of this sweet taste of blood.
Yeah, but you have to get it from like live.
It
Oh,
was pretty fucking good.
Jakar's just looking at all of you like you're all fucking crazy.
not
Well,
go.
I also, because I have Cormorant Steel, right?
Yes, I'm sorry, you also have one. Yes.
Yeah,
So
that's
everyone but Jeremy likes the taste of blood. Unless Flomp liked blood.
Okay, but it's
I
only
mean,
from
Flump
live.
Right, we were all
is a
vampires,
connoisseur
right?
Of tastes.
Yeah.
He's got a big ass nose. He could probably like hit the olfactory senses are strong with Flump.
Wait, London, you said you were 2 vampires?
Yeah, Sarah turned into a vampire, like a vampire, and then like a wheat vampire, like plant.
Who was your other vampire?
Oksana.
Wait a minute. The Oksana that left us in the forest to die?
She was looking for entry
was-
point to
She had a
Omaha.
girlfriend.
It more. I think it was more.
Do you guys remember fucking Bruce Pumper? Anybody?
Yeah.
Sure.
That guy was awesome.
What?
Oh my god, that fucking kid, Dylan. Holy shit.
Son
Dylan.
found him in a co-ed dorm, trying to film sexy movies. That's weird.
He was a
Bruce
producer.
That's weird.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but you know,
How many memories do you guys have?
A
A
lot.
lot.
My head hurts. And my body.
Oh.
My head hurt. I just
What, like 7, 10?
Like
20 something.
18?
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a lot of people.
You guys hear a door open in this hall, in this staircase.
Shit.
Up or down.
below.
Some of you have like 3 in listen, right?
I think I have 4 and 7.
I have 2.
No, I have 3. I have
3 in
4
listen.
more.
I'll say with a 3 in listen,
I have
you
three.
can tell that it is below you, but not far below.
I'm gonna peek over the railing, see what I can see.
Give me a look roll.
I'll also peek.
2 ones.
2 1s.
2 twos.
2 1s, 2 2s. Is that anyone's cool number?
Oh yeah, what is my number for fear? No.
Okay.
Oh,
You two
heights.
both like glance over, and what you see is there is a seemingly just like an employee of the place with like a clipboard has come onto probably 2 floors below you, probably the 5th floor, and they've sort of walked out and they're kind of peeking very cautiously. They're not even looking up; they're looking over and down. And being here, you see them kind of like they're leaning down and they start going down the stairs, kind of like rushing quietly down the stairs.
Hey,
I'm gonna run down after them.
Okay, so you call out, "Hey."
hey.
Okay, Jakarta, you start running after them. You call out, "Hey." They turn back and kind of like look up, but they keep running, and then you guys hear this, and something leaps out from like kind of like around a turn below, and you hear screaming and see some like blood flying.
Well, let's go up.
Go up.
Go up.
Lights are off. Let's try this floor.
You're
Say
on
what?
7.
If the lights aren't, the alarms aren't flashing anymore. Let's try this floor.
Oh,
The
so
mist
the
floor.
alarm was just for that.
No, the
floor.
alarm was throughout the alarm was throughout the hall.
It just happened when we got there.
Yeah.
It happened while you were going down the stairs, and it ended while you were standing there talking.
Listen, Dallas, if you want to go in there, that's fine. I don't-
Fucking open it, man.
Look, I'll open it. If mist starts, if any amount of mist starts coming out, I'm gonna close it right away.
Fine.
Go for it.
Dallas, you open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna crack it first.
You crack the door. No mist comes out.
I'll like slowly, bit by bit, open it.
You see before you is a room, kind of like 5 feet by 10 feet, kind of it's like a thing. And on the other side there is a sort of a glass door, beyond which you can see there's a walkway and just purple mist all over the place. You see there's a handle in this room that says activate airlock.
And there's just like the little, like basically like an airlock into a mist hallway.
An airlock into a mist. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Make a look roll through it. Let's see what you can see through the mist.
You guys.
While he's doing that, can I look back over the railing to see if that monster is coming?
Go ahead and make another look roll.
No matches.
I'm
Dallas, it's
I'm now
too
very
dark, you
slowly
can't see.
backing up the stairs.
Yeah, you barely got below before you heard. Like you barely rounded a corner before you heard stuff. Dallas, you can't see anything. Montreal, you can't see anything.
Can Zurich peek in? He's curious what's behind the door.
Mm-hmm. You see where Dallas is. So basically, it's like some kind of like very kind of like looks like a kind of industrial type room. You see there's a lot of fans and things and like suction fans on the top of it, so it's like some kind of airlock. There's a glass door on one side, and Dallas is kind of looking through it. It's like it's all mist through the door. And there's a handle that says activate airlock.
And are we assuming that just means for the specific room that we're...
You suspect that the room in which you're standing is the airlock.
Okay. And it is activated.
It is currently it is locked to the hallway and not the mist.
Yeah.
And that's why the purple light above is not on.
That's just like a dead end, right?
I mean, I don't have a gas mask, so yeah.
Do you think that's where the mistwalkers travel through to get here?
Oh, if a gas mask would help.
A mist mask.
I'm sure they have something like that somewhere at this facility if we look hard enough.
Huh.
And avoid the monsters.
Yeah.
The only way to go is up.
I'll tell you what. Zurich,
You have a
roll a
plan?
d13.
No.
Which level was
Nine.
rules and regulations?
It's 10, I think.
And I want to go there.
Zurich. With a 9. Just give me an investigate or a look roll, your choice.
Look, baby. 'Cause I got a lot of dice for this. 2 1s. Fuck. Okay, yeah, let's take it. Give me that.
Oh my god, horror search now would be the best of horror searches.
4.
4. Alrighty.
I don't want to die on the stairwell again.
I know.
I know.
Let's always
Oh, yeah,
when
we
in
did-
doubt, die in the stairwell every time.
I'd rather not die with Montreal again.
Zurich,
Fuck you.
there is on one side
Fuck you too, buddy. Fuck you
of
too.
this room a locker.
Zurich goes to investigate the locker.
Careful.
The locker is locked.
I know that I swear I had a lock picking character. Do I have any of those skills?
You probably have the skills, you don't have the tools, though.
Ooh.
That being said, Jeremy, would you please roll your d13?
No!
Oh no.
Jeremy, what are you trying to
Or
do?
I'll rephrase that. Jeremy, you have a... I say this because Jeremy has a ring of keys.
Uh,
So, Jeremy, let's roll a d13.
Are you shit? Another 8.
Another 8.
Not bad.
Jeremy, you begin going through this map. So I'm going to say with an 8, there's a lot of keys on there to try.
Uh-huh.
So you begin trying to put in keys. You're kind of going through, but it's going to take a little while. But you believe that someone like Swaggy would probably have a key to the whatever locker this is. He's a department head after all.
This is in the
This is in the airlock.
So we should get in
Yeah,
here.
get in. Yeah, close the door so that if like the monster comes up. Yeah.
Perfect. So you guys go. You lock yourselves in the airlock. I love it.
how big is this room? This airlock?
It's probably like 5 feet across, maybe 10 feet wide. It's not. It's pretty small.
Oh,
So
no,
you guys
fine.
close yourselves in. I love this. Jakarta goes through, trying to find a key. Trying to find a key. Trying to find a key. You guys do hear something passing at the door outside. Kind of big, weird footsteps.
Did it sound like it was going from up to down or down to up?
Make a listen roll. Let's anyone can make this listen roll.
I mean, I'm
except for
rolling
Jakarta.
one die, so
Yeah.
cool. That's a 5.
Oh,
Here, 8.
well. A 5.
2 8s.
2 8s as well.
Ooh.
Dallas, I'll say that you think it's coming from below. Those who had 2 8s, you believe that it is some kind of like it sounds like you're hearing like kind of there's a monster is out there.
We're safe in the airlock. This crowded airlock.
I'm gonna roll one.
I don't know if anybody's ever been safe in an airlock in popular media.
I need a 13 so
One,
bad.
shut the fuck up.
Dang it, I didn't get one. So instead, we'll simply say, Jakarta, as you are going through, you put a key in and it fits. You open it?
Mm-hmm.
You open this locker. Hanging in the locker, Lauren, please roll a d6.
Oh, shh.
How many of these are in there?
Get a 6, baby.
Oh god.
Roll that 6.
Roll a 2. Roll a 1 or a 2.
Um,
5?
That's actually worse. That's the worst that you could have rolled.
Fuck.
Are 5 basically like purple rubber hazmat suits. And
How
6
big are
of you.
they? Somebody can the smallest people double up.
Montreal's
Make a
gonna
luck roll, Dallas.
give a side eye to Jakarta, like,
I mouth the words, beg me for
Hey.
your life.
A 10. 1 seems large enough for Swikey. If 2 could survive in it, perhaps you could put 2 small people in it.
I have been known to fit it up.
Tiffany sniffs his.
And we know London is so petite and dainty.
It's great.
I think we need to.
And as you guys are looking at these, trying to think of how, but it, like, honestly, like, trying to fit 2 of you into 1 feels like it would be, like, rough. And that's when you see a figure emerging from the mist,
Oh,
coming to open the door. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, shit.
my god. What?
Wow. What a
So-
cliffhanger, baby.
Cliff hanging. Well, there you go. That's
There
our
you go.
that's our cute little session. Thanks, guys.
We did the video game with our imagination.
How stressful.
We really did. The video game with the imagination. Well, thank you so much, everybody. So, there you go. You know everything. Every single... So, all 144 sessions of this game can be in your head.
I mean, they are.
But now, it's not metagaming for them to be there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh god, we can metagame.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah. So, well done, friends. This was a very fun one. I think we enjoyed this a lot. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We have some other games on this channel. I'll get through those quick. On Sunday night, we are back with Strange Lore, where we will, I believe, as of now, we are scheduled to sort of continue, and perhaps for now even kind of like come to a bit of a sort of stopping place in the story of Cora and Louise and their platonic relationship. It's so funny because Lord is so mad that everyone's like saying that it's not. It just makes me laugh. It's two women living together in the 40s. Okay, yeah, they're sisters. Sure.
Thruple.
Oh, the thruple, yeah, yeah. So join us for that on Sunday. On Monday, we are back with the Dreamlands. It is a bit of a horse race this time. I think Year of the Dolls is currently winning, but there's various options for that one. So and it's kind of a closer race than we've had. The past couple of weeks have been blowouts, so this one's a little closer. So I think anything still technically could win. And then on Wednesday, I believe we'll be back with we took this week off of Top Flight Tales. I think we will have enough people this coming Wednesday, but don't ever quote me on that one, or at least this week, don't quote me. Then a week from tonight, we're back with Blood from a Stone to see how these crazy kids get out of their airlock adventure. They're between a rock and a hard place. The fact that you rolled 5 is actually the worst thing to roll.
Yeah.
If you'd rolled 1, you could have been like, okay, well, we can't do this. But
Yeah, now we have to leave
5.
Jakarta behind.
Oh, God, it's such a we have to leave. Well,
That's fine.
Omaha's unconscious. Sorry,
That's what I
Omaha.
was gonna say. Sorry, Omaha. You can't even.
Well, I mean, what we do is we make it look like Omaha has been killed. like just like stage the body.
London would
Go.
not let that happen.
Yeah.
At this point, knowing what she knows.
Honestly, I think next week it'll just be anyone missing will get crammed into one suit that's left behind, and the rest of you will go through. So that'll be a week from tonight. We're gonna be very excited about this. I'm really into this new chapter. I kind of like the way that sort of we had a few like prologue to, because not to sort of like. We're sort of now into the, the vibe of this island that it's a little more the, like now everything's gone wrong. So this is kind of the vibe of this island. It's
Very lost.
It's going to get rough here, guys. I'm excited.
Is there going to be a polar bear?
Smoke monster
Hey,
polar
I
bear.
don't care what happens here. I still got 2 good boys out there.
You do indeed. So join us for that fun. Go to our YouTube to watch old episodes. Go to our Discord to communicate with us. Vote in downtime. Mess with, I don't know, make it fun of us. I don't know, do whatever you want. Go to the wiki where all these games, you can see how these games interact. Read recaps and sort of short. You can also read full recaps on the Discord. Sort of shorter summaries on the wiki and how they interact in meta pages and quotes pages with disparage me. All that fun stuff. I'm sure we have people to thank in chat tonight.
We do. I would like to thank our very own Steinbergler for 35 months of subscription.
35 months.
35 months.
Wow, 4 months. 4 months from the big.
4 months from the big one. We also, I would like to thank our very own Sophia for 25 months.
25 months? Hey, 1 month till a 13th anniversary.
That's a big one. And RC Chick for 7 months.
Hey! That's more than halfway to 13.
Yeah. But I think when we hit these month anniversaries, it's going to be a big deal for everybody. I'd also like to thank our new follower. I think it's Danielle Love, if I'm reading the 4s and the 3s correctly. Thank you for following Danielle Love.
Thank you so much. I like the idea of like, God, I want to find, I like the idea that like, it's not even 4s and 3s. It's like, that's how incorrectly you're reading them. Excuse me, my name is Michelle. I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this M was a 3. That is Dan.
The D was a B.
Oh, sure. I get you.
Danielle.
Yeah, thanks.
So yeah, well, thanks so much for following. That's awesome. Would anyone like to mention anything else or plug anything else or say anything else? Complain about anything else? Jeremy.
I do a webcomic called Travelers of Talaria. If you like fantasy, you should check it out. The link is in the Discord, I think, and on the wiki and stuff like that. But yeah, it's on Webtoon. So yeah, if you like fantasy, you should read it.
Very cool. Check that out.
There we go. Now it's showing.
Well, thanks everyone.
I'd also like to thank our very own Steinbergler for organizing a Renaissance Fair day for a lot of the players on the channel. It was very awesome to see those that could join. And Moses, I know you are so far away, but you are in our hearts.
Now that you're here so far away.
Wait, how do the kids do hearts?
It's like
I don't.
Oh no!
I forget.
What is happening right now?
She's throwing
it's
no game
this.
signs.
It's this thing. It's like, yeah.
Oh,
Like this.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I've seen this one.
Yeah.
God, it's bumming.
I mean, you can like see into my room through that. Like,
Put your fingers in.
There you go. That's what it is.
It looks.
Is this how you do a heart? No.
It looks like 2 dinosaurs that are like making out.
Huh, okay, I see
Horses,
that.
Every time I
they're
do
horses
this, I'm gonna-
really galloping steeds.
is it not this? Wait, am I not right?
Sophia says
Is it
you're
like-
close.
Okay.
No, it's the same. Wait, I can't tell which finger's which. Yeah, Jeremy, you got it.
Okay.
But you have to do the. You have to. The running.
I don't like that. I don't
Well-
like that thing you're doing.
You just undid all the good feelings I had about tonight's game. They're just gone now. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was very fun until now. This was great until this last part. I appreciate all of you. We'll see you next week. Until then, have a dreadful night.